Hey everyone, it's Kelly, the Frugal Fun Mum. Welcome to the channel and today's video where we have 2-in-1, a markdown haul to share with you guys, and then also the what's for dinner. So last Saturday I went shopping to 2 different Coles, so it looks awesome, but it was really just 2 stops. I just pure lucked out, what can I say? I stopped in at one Coles on the way to where we were going, and then I stopped in at another one on the way back. So super lucky today to get what we get. Some things have been incorporated into this week's meals and some things have been incorporated into next week's. So I've got everything here to share with you guys and I'll tell you what all happened. So the potatoes here, we got 75 cents each. I think we used about half of that. I'll have to look back over some other footage and the others in the cupboard ready for next time. I got a cooked chook for $6 because I figured it was worth it for the price. Got a bag of avocados here for 79 cents. Spoiler alert, I've only eaten like one of them, so but still good saving. Veggie starter pack for 50 cents. I figured I can chop all that up and put it into a stew, which we will need to do later. I got some carrot and broccoli florets, 20 cents each. There's more broccoli in there than carrots, I'm sure of it. I got the shredded carrot for 20 cents. I had some of that as just sort of a snack standing there in front of the fridge. And some of it went into like a salad later on, which I don't think I showed you guys. I've got these lamb chops. They went straight into the freezer because I figured we already had dinner set up for that night. And then we would not be able to have these until the following Wednesday night. So yeah, they've gone away in there. And I just laughed, $28 for a kilo, and when half of these are bone, no thank you. I got 2 packs of these chicken drumsticks. Again, they've gone straight into the freezer because no idea when we're going to have them, and it just is easier just for everything to go in there, and I'll sort it out later. Same with this diced breast fillet. We normally always do like a chicken and a rice dish on either a Monday or a Tuesday night because I have Zumba, but because it's school holidays, things are changing, of course. So yeah, everything's just going in the freezer because I have no brain to think about it right now. Got the mandarins, they went pretty quickly, and I've got 2 packs of these dinosaur bites with cauliflower. So funny, I keep seeing these around everywhere, and then I got one the other week because they were on special and my son said he really loved them. So now that if I see them that price, I'm happy to grab them again. They're only about 400 grams, so you've got to be aware of that with the weight. And then I've got this 1.2 kilo pack of chicken breast fillets for $3.73. Absolute bargain. I've got these Katsu curry breast kebabs. I'm happy with these. They're about 750 grams from memory, so for $7.42 I'm really happy with that price. And this diced lamb for $2.60, and it's about 500 grams. I think there's an E on the packet. If you ever see E next to the weight, it means estimated, so it's around the ballpark. Apparently they can be under or over by about 10%. And of course I've got some chocolate milk here, which will just be gone within a flash. Not really sort of a meal thing, but yeah. So in total here I spent about $37, and yeah, it will go over a couple of weeks. So this week's dessert was homemade ice cream, which I have made on the channel before, so you can go back and check out anything you want. But also I did a little video about it on TikTok and how it all works, and I did make mention that this is a strawberry ice cream, but the color just changed a bit with the egg yolks, and it does freeze pretty rock hard, so you will need a little bit of muscles to try and pull it apart. So just be aware. For one of the dinners this week, we had some croissants with ham, cheese and pineapple because I got those as a markdown. I've included the price this week of the pineapple that's there, but I'm just using the cheese because it was part of our food shop. And then the next night we are having those chicken Katsu curry kebab sticks. I've pulled all the chicken apart, and then I'm using some of the broccoli and carrot bag. I've only used half of it because there was a lot of broccoli in there, but still, either way, it was really good. That night that I got home with the shopping, I've got the cooked chook. I pulled it all apart while it was still warm because it's easier to get all the chicken out. And then half of it will go into this container here for sandwiches and things like that. And then the other bowl that we have here will go into the freezer for either chicken risotto or pizzas or whatever else that we need. And then speaking of pizzas, of course, that's what we've had the next night for dinner. So our standard ham, cheese and pineapple pizza, and then a barbecue chicken pizza. Always a family favorite. The next night I've grabbed out these chicken burgers that I had from the freezer because I finally found some wedges at the shop. So we are going to have our chicken schnitzels that we like with our pineapple and cheese on top, because we've got pineapple left over from the pizzas, so we're going to use that. And of course I've grabbed out some veggies from the freezer. Bag of corn that you see all the time is still half of the bag of corn from last week's costing, so I didn't need to add that in. So this is why some shops will be bigger than the others. This week I got this blade roast as well for $17.47 the day before I filmed the haul that you saw at the start. So I've cut it up into 4 different meals. So we've got the piece of the roast that's there. We've got 4 steaks there because they're about the size of the palm, which is what they say on average. I've got some diced beef ready for a stew, and then I've got another whole piece ready for a roast. So I have included the whole cost of $17.47 for this week. So then next time that we eat and you'll see the costings, it will be way down because we've already paid for the meat, so to speak. I roasted some veggies in this tray because I had it in the oven, in the cupboard, ready for the oven, and I figured that way it would be less dishes for us because this was just such a hectic week, even though it was school holidays. So busy, and I did make some gravy to put on top of the roast as well, just didn't film that bit. And of course my sons had just some chicken nuggets and chips and veg. They were the last chicken nuggets in the cupboard from the previous meal challenge, so that didn't really cost me anything extra, so it's always good value. The next night for dinner we've had this frozen fish. Well, hubby and I had it. It had been in the freezer for a little while. I'd bought it ages ago because I do enjoy this, and I thought for a change, let's have something a little bit different. The children don't enjoy it, so they just had a pie that I already had in the freezer as well, but I've still added in the costing of what it did cost when I purchased it. And so we've still of course had veggies and mash with it as well, so something just a little bit different. But we're finally eating out some of the things that are in the freezer and creating a little bit of a haul, which is good. The next night we've grabbed out the breast fillet from the freezer, so I was defrosting a bit, and I grabbed a can of the pineapple sweet and sour jar that was there, and of course we've thrown in some rice. I didn't add in the costing for the rice, to be honest, I forgot, but I did for the sauce and other bits and pieces. So this week's total, it has cost us $65 for the base of a lot of the meat and some of the additional veggies and stuff I've purchased, not from other things that I've grabbed that we've already had here, but I still think it was pretty good costing because we've included that roast meat and stuff like that in there as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.